Don't look at the camera.
The horse's name is
Hi. My name is Ezra Robinson,
And I'm Kylie Robinson.
and together we make up the best half of the Robinson family.
Yes.
Alright, so I started playing disc golf when I was 3 years old. There's pictures of me and my brother Isaac out on the course, chucking DX Leopards, all that, having a good time. So disc golf has been in my life since 3 years old. I am now 19, so that's like 16 years. I got serious with disc golf about, I would say, probably around 9 or 10. I started playing tournaments, started playing leagues, and discovered that I loved it, and I had, I would say, a little bit of a talent at least. And then we did a big step, and in 2016, I was 13 years old, we went to AM Worlds in Wisconsin, and never been to Worlds. This biggest tournament I ever played in. I played in the Junior 2 division, which is 16 and under, and I was 13, and I was able to take down the win. This young kid coming out and beating up all those stupid teenagers, you know. And then just from that, just seeing, especially, I've been sponsored by Prodigy for 7 years now, and they've been with me through everything. And so just seeing how they've grown in me and I've grown in them, and everything is just really pieced together to a place that I've never imagined I would be, out, you know, being a professional, making money, helping pay the rent, and just trying to perform to my best.
Okay, so while he was doing that, I grew up playing soccer. I started soccer around the same age, actually. My dad coached me for a long, long time, and I started playing more competitively, and I played at a lot of different clubs, a lot of travel teams. When I got a little bit older, around 14, I was playing high school soccer and club soccer, and then I actually made the ODP team for Georgia, which is the Olympic Development Program. So that's what I was doing, and it was really fun. I actually did not know what disc golf was at that point in time until I met Ezra. My dad and I actually just called them the extra trash cans at the park, which was, I feel bad about it now, but yeah, and then I ended up having an injury in my foot, and so that kind of slowed that down for me. And so now we're here. Haven't played in a minute, but yeah.
Okay, so we were 13 years old when we met.
We met through a mutual friend.
A mutual friend who happened to have a crush
On me.
on now my wife. We won't name anybody, but we started out, we first met at a ice skating rink.
At the Wendy's before the ice skating.
Sorry, my bad.
There we go.
Okay, so our youth group was going on an ice skating rink expedition. We were going to go skate for a couple hours, and we decided to stop for food. And I remember just being in the Wendy's line, and I guess you were in the Wendy's line too because you got food. But then I sat down at a table, and my best friend at the time, he came up and he's like, "Hey, there's somebody I want you to meet." And so he's like, "This is Kylie." And I was like, "Dude, you just messed up big time." I didn't say that, but I had a little liking going on
Well,
from
keep
that
in
moment.
mind, I did not like this other friend back though.
That's good.
So
Okay.
it was not any of my fault.
So we go to the ice skating rink, and I've never been ice skating before. She is pretty good. So I'm hobbling. She's doing it. So I'm like, well, I really want her to talk to me some more and skate with me maybe, but I'm too slow. So we kind of made this game where we would be on a team. I think I'm going to call credit for it because I'm crafty like that. I just,
Okay.
But we stole the guy's hat. and we were skating around. He was a worse skater than me, so we stole it
It
and
was
we
really
would
funny.
skate around, keeping
It
it away from
sounds
him.
mean now, but it was
It is.
actually.
Yes, we were all everybody was laughing. But so we hung out a little more, and then she came up to me going around one bend or whatever, and
Because I cared.
because she cared,
Okay.
or well, she came up, she's like, what was your name again? And I was like,
I crushed him, apparently.
the
first day. Broke his heart.
like, you don't even remember. So naturally I would play it off and be like, oh, it's Ezra, and you're Sarah, right? Your name is Sarah. And she's like, no, it's Kylie. And I'm like, oh, sorry, my bad.
He'd actually already written my name in his journal.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't have a pocket journal.
You totally
I don't
did.
skate with journals. Anyways,
We'll edit that. We'll edit that.
oh, keep that in there. So yeah, that went on, and then every week at youth group, I would be like, oh, she doesn't like me or anything, and then she would come talk to me, and thought that I was the king of the hill. I mean, I was a 13-year-old boy who had girls talking to him, or a girl talking to him. Yeah, just one.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, and then if you want to say more.
Yeah, and then after that, it was everyone knew we liked each other, but we were kids, so we didn't actually start dating till 16, 17. His parents were more on the strict side dating-wise, so yeah,
Yeah.
we didn't start any of that till then.
Yep. And we dated for, well, we had been dating in our hearts since we were 14, 13, so, But yeah, like she said, her family was a little less strict, mine was a little strict, so we tend to go, I mean, it had its up and downs, but overall, I think we're happy with the way it was. It kept us out of trouble and everything, and then 2 years after 17, last May, I proposed, and
Actually, it's now last May, because we're in June.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 2 Mays ago,
Something. I don't know.
I proposed. We'll spare all the sappy details, but she said yes, and we experienced our first ever kiss. It was awesome, and she was shaking like this the whole time.
It made me walk down like a few hundred stairs.
Yes, I took her to Tallulah Gorge, all the way at the bottom. Proposed. She had to walk all back up, and everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, are you dying? Did he hurt you?" I'm like, "No, no, I didn't." But so we have been married since December. We got married last December, and it's been
What day?
we got
December
married
4th.
December 4th. December 4th. Got it.
Yeah,
Got it.
Yeah. So you remember that.
Yeah.
We're actually, this is like the first time I saw him play disc golf was
Yep.
at this park. The first tournament I ever
First
went
tournament
to.
she went to was here. Yep. So just a side note. But we've been married 6 months, going on 7, and it's been a fantastic journey. And a journey it is. Okay. I've grown up in a Christian home all my life. My mom and dad are firm believers, and my dad's parents are, and my mom's parents. So it comes from a whole generation of good raising. We were raised up with good people around us and everything, and I accepted Jesus as my Lord and Savior when I was, I would say about 12, I think, and from then on, it's been just an amazing experience, and just learning to grow in my faith and grow in people around me and all that. And I mean, it's not just joyful all the time. Definitely, there's trials, and it's hard, and but you just gotta trust and get through it. But how I feel like my disc golf game applies with my faith is there's so many people out there, so many disc golfers, so many nice, not so very nice, incredibly just weirdos. There's a lot of different
A lot of people.
a lot of different people out there. And so one thing that I challenge myself to do, I am not perfect at this at all, but I'm working hard. But it's just like be a light, and if I mess up a shot, try not to get super upset about it. I'm a very emotional person, and a lot of times it leaks out, and I slam my hat or stalk off or something. But anyways, the overall aspect, my goal is to be a light and to keep those feelings and express them in a Christian loving way, and not just give all full reign to my emotions out there and everything.
Anything you want to add?
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of the same for me growing up. I grew up in a Christian home. It was mainly just my parents and our extended family who were Christians, though, so that was a little bit different growing up. But I was saved when I was about 7 or 8 at our old church. But I don't think I didn't start really taking it seriously till I got a little bit older, like 3 or 4 years ago. But that's been a huge part of my life, our lives. God is one of the reasons that we have lasted the way we have. We've tried to keep Him at the forefront, and everything that we do revolves around Him and what we try to be and in our relationship. So yeah.
All right, so back to my 7 years with Prodigy. They really, at first, like, I mean, shoot, I wouldn't do much for a 13-year-old really, anyways. But like, they were giving me discs, and that was amazing. That blew my mind, and I was just like, I don't have to go to the disc store and spend $20 on a disc. I can actually save my allowance, you know. I get them for free now. So they kept doing that, and then I won Am Worlds or Junior Worlds, 2016, and after that they sent me a bunch of custom discs, and that it just I got, you know, people paid me because they wanted a disc with my face on it, my name on it, and it just like that just rocked my world. And I was like, I had never imagined getting to this point. And then so they've been consistent with me, shoot, for, like I said, 7 years now. This is the 7th year, I believe, and they've upped their, as I've gotten better, they've upped their what they do for me, and they're now giving me as much discs as I could want, need, whatever. They're paying for my entry fees. They pay me a monthly amount. They're just doing so much for me, and I wouldn't be where I am without Team Prodigy, and it's just, I'm super thankful for them. Where I'm at now, still on Prodigy. I will be on Prodigy for 3 more years, until 2025, I believe. So continuing my journey with them, and then also growing my brand through terrain flight, and this guy named Jacob Shepard. I don't know if y'all know him, but
It's pretty cool.
he
Buys people ice cream.
he's a great guy. He messaged me, and he's like, hey, you know, you really need to start trying to grow a brand, and like, I have the stuff, I can help you do that. So we kind of got together, worked some things out, and I've been working with him for the last through this year, and it's grown as, like, I didn't think it would grow this big in this short amount of time, but
Really has.
yeah, I mean, he's selling my discs now, and he's just like selling shirts and everything. It is really, really, I'm super thankful for that too. And yeah, and I'm just, next year I think our plan is to go back on the road and do the full tour. We're super excited about that. I feel like I have potential out there. I've gotten top 10 the last 2 years at Idlewild. I got 11th in the first major of the year at IDGC at Jackson, the Champions Cup. And yeah, I think I want to go show the world what I have, and if I can, I think I can. So.
Yeah. I mean, we're really looking forward to being out on the road. We've always wanted to travel, and I love watching Ezra play, and I love walking with him every weekend. It's really cool. It's really cool to see how he's grown, because I started walking tournaments with him when I was 14
yeah.
maybe. So that's going to be one of my favorite parts, and then just also getting to travel together and see things, it's going to be really cool.
Yeah.
We'll look at it. So GoFundMe.
Oh, we actually don't have a GoFundMe, so
But we should.
we should.
I'm rolling.
Oh, you're rolling? Oh. So that's kind of our story, and life goes on. So we're still living. So we're gonna cut this out. So I'm gonna go ahead and start right now.
Thank them for supporting us.
Yes, yes. I'm Ezra Robinson, and this is,
Kylie Robinson.
and like I said, we're the Robinsons, the better half. And so if you guys want to support our disc golf journey, then go on to terrainflight.com. They have all my Ezra merch, discs, all that. Go purchase some, and proceeds go to me. And we're saving up for a van right now, a little conversion van to travel out and get things going. So yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. I want to thank Terrain Flight, Prodigy Discs, everybody who supports us out there. You guys are amazing. We wouldn't be here without you guys. Y'all rock.